Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Derica and you are watching Shelf Love It Tea. Welcome back y'all to another video. So in today's video, it's gonna be a little reading vlog, a little spend a few hours with me. We're just gonna kind of go with the flow because as I said in my last video, this past couple of weeks have been stressful and I just need a day of easy. Okay, so first of all, I just woke up. Excuse my raspy voice, excuse my hair looking a hot mess. It's real life and I'm about to do all this to get on camera. And y'all know I'm not one that I get frequent lock retwists, try to let my roots just be free. So this is real life. All right. And it's early in the morning. As y'all see, the clouds are moving in and out. Ignore that. Okay. Be here for the bookish vibes. All right, so before we get into this reading vlog or spend the day with me, whatever, let's go ahead and take attendance. Please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, but always subscribe. Please always subscribe if you can see yourself coming back and hanging with me in yet another video, if you're feeling the vibe. Otherwise, go ahead and drop a book stack, sunflower, green heart, or your favorite emoji, anything just letting me know that you were here with me today, rocking with me in yet another video. All right, y'all. So the book of the day, it's Kristin Hannah, The Four Winds. And I started this yesterday. It was a little intimidating for me, not for me, okay? For me, maybe not for you, but it's a little intimidating because she's a little thick, okay? 447 pages, 48 pages. And I'm like, ooh. And it's a historical, fiction read. Or I know, at least I know, yeah, during the Great War, or the Great War is just over. I know Kristin Hannah's books, most of them are historical fiction. So love Kristin, I love Kristin Hannah. I think I've read 2 books now, or this may just be my second one. I read The Great Alone. I don't know, I'll put it on the screen if I read another one, but I think I'm a fan, y'all. I started this book last night, like 9:30 or so, and was up to like 11. Oh, Kristin Hannah. Oh, I love her writing style. And this book has already taken me on an emotional roller coaster. So that's what we're going to be reading today. See how much reading we can get done. If you're not familiar with it, I'll go ahead and read the book description. It says, Texas, 1921, a time of abundance. The Great War is over. The bounty of the land is plentiful. And America is on the brink of a new optimistic era. But for Elsa Walcott, deemed too old to marry in a time when being a wife is a woman's only option, the future seems bleak until the night she decides to change the direction of her life and makes an impulsive choice that ruins her reputation. Elsa is faced with only Elsa is faced with only one respectable choice: marriage to Ralph Martinelli, a man she barely knows. By 1934, the war has changed. Millions are out of work. Drought has devastated the Great Plains. Farmers are fighting to keep their land and their livelihoods as crops fail. Water dries up and the earth literally, y'all, the earth literally cracks open. That was so scary when I read that part. Dust storms roll in relentlessly. Everything on the Martinelli farm is dying, including Elsa's marriage. Each day is a desperate battle against nature and a fight to keep her children alive. In this uncertain and perilous time, Elsa, like so many of her neighbors, must make an agonizing choice: face the land she loves or leave it behind and go west to California in search of a better life for her family. Now, mind you, if this wasn't Kristin Hannah and I read this, to be honest, I probably wouldn't be interested in it. But because it's Kristin Hannah, I was like, I'm gonna give it a try because she took me through there with The Great Alone. So definitely glad that I chose this one for this week. It's really reeled me in. It's already made me feel so many emotions. And I think I'm like on chapter 9 or 10. Yeah, it's nothing about Miss Kristin. Her chapters can be a little long, but we're taking our time with this one. We're going to enjoy it and just feel it all, not focus so much today on rushing through, but just being in this world right now and learning about Elsa. And oh my gosh, there was a part, oh my, this is good already, y'all. This is good already. I hope it continues to get even better, and I'll just update y'all off and on throughout today. I'm going to, it's so early, so I'm gonna chill, read, and at some point I think I'd like to run to Dollar Tree just to check out the book section, because I haven't been to the one in my area in a while. I might do some nails in this video, because I also have the audio of this version of this book, which I do recommend. Oh, I love that narrator. Something Whalen is her name. I'll put it on the screen. I love her narrating Kristin Hannah's books. Anyways, let's quit yapping. Let's get into these chapters, and let's see how much reading I can get done today. And yeah, we're just gonna hang out and take it easy. All right, y'all. Okay, y'all. So it looks like I was wrong. I'm actually on chapter 11. I mean, I'm actually on chapter 16. So, all right, let's get into it.
Look what you created. Everything surrounding me, you made it. Everything's so beautiful the way it flows together. I think I hear birds singing your praises. Amen. I swear you make me feel like I'm your favorite. Oh, it's the way the birds fly across the sunset sky. I feel like you did it for me. It's the way your love feels. It's the way that I hear.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna do my best not to give any spoilers away, but if you read this book, I just got to the part where Elsa was in the bed and her kids were worried about her, and it's shortly after the husband has gone on a trip. I'm like, no way, this family cannot take another blow. No way. So you know how you feel something's coming, you got to skip past to see. I had to know sooner. I had to know sooner rather than later. Like, it's not what I think it is it? So thankfully it's not, because I'm like, this family cannot take another blow. Like, poor Elsa, y'all. Like, she's someone that is a plain Jane. Her family reminded her every day just about that she was not what people would find attractive. She had plain hair that wouldn't curl. She was skinny, lanky, that she just wasn't pretty like her siblings. And her mom was always reminding her that, like, you're basically going to be here taking care of me and your dad, because nobody's going to want to marry you. And that's hard to hear, you know. And even one time she tried to get dressed up. She made her own dress, and it was red. She put on some fire red lipstick, and her dad was upset, and she ran out the house to go do her own thing. She just wanted to be seen and feel pretty, and like, maybe if I just make an effort to look pretty, because I've never made an effort, because I was always told I was ugly, so what's the point? And when she came back, her mom asked her why she did it, and she's like, I just wanted to feel pretty. And she's like, pats her on the cheek like, oh dear, like, putting on a pretty dress doesn't make you pretty. Come on. So I feel so sorry for Elsa, because more than anything, she wanted to know what it felt like to be loved. She was born sickly, or at least that's what the doctors told her. I forgot what it was. I'll put it on the screen. They said that she had when she was really young, and the doctors said that she would always be sick. So they also treated her like she was always sickly, like, oh, I'm hot, oh, go lay down, you need a rest for, you know, the rest of the day, or I got a headache, oh, go rest. Like, they just treated her like she couldn't go anywhere, she couldn't do anything, because she was so sickly. So that, on top of like constantly being told that you're unattractive, or that you're ugly, that you're a plain Jane, dang, like, my heart just goes out to her. So when I thought that when she found love, you know, and the guy asked, could he love her? I'm like, oh, you know, so hearing those words, although that was not the true meaning, she took that like, yes, you can love me. That's all I've ever wanted. Love me. And so for it to still, to me, not be real love, but that's how she's seeing it, because it's the closest thing that she's felt to love. She's holding on to it with everything she's got, and life is just life, and it's so hard. And yet it's built, because her life started out hard in a different way, which was more emotionally, mentally. It prepared her for the physical hardness that she's having to endure now that she's like living with the Martinellis. But not everybody is built for tough like that. And Elsie, yeah, she's a different breed. And you know what? I'm saying Elsie. I think it's Elsa. Yeah, it's Elsa. My bad. It's same. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But This is a good one, y'all. This is a good one. All right, let's get back into it.
Look what you created. Everything surrounding me, you made it. Everything's so beautiful the way it flows together. I think I hear birds singing your praises. Amen. I swear you make me feel like I'm your favorite. Oh, it's the way the birds fly across the sunset sky. I feel like you did it for me. It's the way your love feels.
There's a lot of be talking about I wish I was born in a different time. And I do, but not like this Dust Bowl time or whatever. Because like they talk about she's outside and all of a sudden she looked down the way, my hair. And she just saw darkness and it was slowly coming over, taking over the sky. It says right here, as she straightened, she saw a black shadow rising in the distance, the blackest thing she'd ever seen. It lifted into the dark blue evening sky, spread enormous black wings outward. Static electricity tingled the back of her neck, lifted her hair. A black storm? Whatever it was moving this way fast. She ran for the house, met Rose in the yard. They stared at the blackness billowing toward them. It had to be a mile high. Birds flew overhead, hundreds of them flying at their greatest speed. Tony ran out of the barn and stood with them watching. It was eerily calm, eerily silent. There was no wind. A burning smell filled Elsa's nostrils. The air felt sticky. Static electricity and little bursts of blue fire danced through the barbed wire and the windmill's metal blades. Birds fell from the sky. All at once, complete darkness. Dust clogged their eyes and noses. Does that not sound scary? Imagine being outside and, it may be a sunny day and all of a sudden you see this black. I'm like, Lord, are you coming back? I would be so scared. Oh my gosh. I was sitting here thinking too while I'm reading, because I'm getting so far into the book. There are some bits that I wanted to highlight early in the book. So I may do that here in a minute before I get too far in the book. Sit down and go back and highlight those bits that I just would like to, remember if ever I sit down and read it again. But it's just so good. I don't want to stop reading.
Standing on the porch and walked across the hillocks of black sand to the loaded-up truck where Loretta sat in the front. Elsa got into the driver's seat and slammed the door shut and started the engine. It shuddered, coughed, started up. Elsa drove slowly down the driveway and turned toward town. The landscape was black and piled with sand. To the left, she saw an automobile half buried. 100 feet farther on, a man lay dead, his hand outstretched, his open mouth full of sand. "Don't look," she said to Loretta. "Too late." Lonesome Tree was shrouded in black dirt. Elsa pulled up in front of the makeshift hospital. It wasn't until she got out and went inside that she realized that she'd left the truck running and had said nothing to Loretta. She saw the doctor and flagged him down. "I'm here for Aunt." Elsa saw that the hospital was full from end to end. People hacked and coughed. Babies cried in a hacking way that broke her heart. "Is he healthy?" Elsa asked. "You said he was ready to leave. That hasn't changed?" "He's healthy, Elsa," the doctor said, patting her hand. "It may take as long as a year to really heal, but he's recovered. Might be he suffers with asthma later. You'll just have to keep an eye on him." "I'm taking him to California," she said, unable to smile about it. "Good. Can we ever come back?" "I imagine so. Someday. Hardship ends. Kids are resilient."
Mom!
Aunt shuffled toward her, looking both scared and relieved.
Did you see that storm?
"Thank you, Doctor." Elsa shook his hand. All she had to offer this man who'd saved Aunt's life was her gratitude. "Good luck to you, Elsa." Outside, Aunt looked at the deserted, sand-covered town with its broken windows and tumbleweeds.
"Jeepers,"
he said. "Anthony," Elsa said, "where are your shoes?"
"They broke."
"You have no shoes?" Aunt shook his head. Elsa closed her eyes so he wouldn't see her emotion. Going west with no shoes.
"What's wrong, Mommy? Don't worry, I have tough feet."
Elsa managed a smile. She opened the truck door and helped him up into the bench seat. He sidled close to Loretta, who hugged him so tightly he had to claw his way free. Elsa got into the truck and closed the door. This was it. They were leaving. It was up to Elsa now, her alone, to keep them alive. With no shoes. She drove out of town and turned south. There wasn't another car on the road. Every house she passed looked deserted.
"Wait,"
Aunt said, giving a short, sharp cough.
"You forgot Grandpa and Grandma. Mom?"
Elsa looked at her son, thinner now, missing front teeth. He would know now, forever, as Elsa had known after her rheumatic fever, that he was fragile, that life was uncertain. His gaze widened. She saw when he understood. He looked back toward home, and then back at her, his eyes bright with tears. In that one look, she saw a bit of his childhood slip away.
All right, y'all. So I'm happy that I started my day pretty early with reading. trying to read in peace and keep getting interrupted. So I'm making a pretty good dent in this book, and I am enjoying it very much so. Kristin Hannah is just a great author. There's a teenage daughter in here, Loretta, I think that's how you pronounce her name. Oh my goodness, Eden better not ever try me the way she does. Like, I get her frustrations, but girl, listen, like I had to tell one of my other kids, excuse me, you can express yourself without being disrespectful. There always has to be a level of respect. But story is going so good. Poor Elsa, she just has such a resiliency through all of this. Like, I admire her. Someone who the book started out with being like weak and fragile. Like, she just has perseverance and endurance despite what is being thrown her way because of her desire to be loved and be protected and, you know, be nurtured and cherished the way, you know, she had hoped her parents would. She didn't get that from them, but she wants to be all of that to her newfound family and to the family of, you know, her children as well. So far, so good. I'm so curious how this is going to end. It's already taken me through an emotional roller coaster. So I'm like, is it possible this ends happily ever after? I don't know, but just thinking about the people during this time and how, you know, the farmers go through because they depend on the weather. You know, they're waiting on rain and there's this drought. So then there's these dust storms and, you know, kids getting sick from dust pneumonia because they're you know, they try their best to like sweep and wear like bandanas over their faces or cloths and things to not inhale the dirt. But if it's blowing 24/7 and it's in your house and the you know, the vapors and things like that, it's hard not to breathe that in. So now you have to deal with sickness and, you know, who's going to help work and how are you going to pay for these things? And oh my gosh, it's just, I love historical fiction. But anyways, y'all, I'm going to put this camera down. Go give these kids some attention that they're dying for, even though they get it 24/8. But go help them clean up the house. I'll probably listen to some audio since, you know, I can't sit down for much longer and read the physical copy, but I do enjoy reading the physical. Like, I'm enjoying this physical read. Kristin is just that girl. I mean, Miss Kristin Hannah is just that girl. Like, whether you're listening to her through audio or reading her physically, it's a page turner anyway. She just hooks you in. And so far, so good. I've not read a book yet by Kristin Hannah that I haven't enjoyed, which, I mean, that's not saying much. I think this is only my second book, but still, she still continues to impress me and just hook me in with her stories. So I will probably pick this camera back up later this evening. Like I said, I do plan on going to the Dollar Tree and checking out their coffee mug section as well as their books and see if there's anything worth buying. So I'll bring y'all along with me at that time. But until then, I will talk to y'all later and come back. If nothing else, if I don't even end up going to the store, I'll come back and give y'all a bookish update. So, yeah. All right, y'all. Made it out the house. Could not get out of there fast enough. Oh my gosh. I think when I get settled, we're gonna have a little talk. A little woman to woman talk, y'all. Right now, I'm gonna just try to enjoy this drive. I don't want to say in silence, but I'm probably going to listen to my my book. What am I reading? As I said, The Great Alone. What is the book called? Oh, The Four Winds. So it is just me. I don't even have my little road dog Edie with me today. It's just me. I'm going to take the long route to the store, take the back roads, and just breathe. So I will tap back with y'all when I make it to the store. All right, y'all, so we have made it to the store and I finally feel like I can just take a deep breath and woosah. Y'all already know, because I talk about it quite often on this channel. This time of the month, Flo's visit is already challenging in and of itself. But when you have a husband, you have 10 kids, you're a stay-at-home mom, it's the summer, this time of the month can be that much more difficult. When you feel like I need space to myself to just breathe so I don't crash out on y'all. You know what I'm saying? And my husband and I feel like our communication is pretty great, and he has learned so much about the woman's body, menopause, or I guess premenopause and the menstrual cycle. So he's informed, but it's not always easy, you know, for him to have me all these other weeks where I'm like so graceful and patient, understanding, and then this week comes and I'm like, you know, and I've been doing amazing, but this past week with everything going on, the extra stress and stuff has just made it so much harder that I feel like I just want to sit in a room and just be. Like, I don't want to have to hold anyone, carry anyone, and meet a need, answer questions, entertain, play a game. And this is just real. This is real. This is a real mommy moment. You know, no judgment here. I am very, very grateful for my husband. I'm very, very grateful to be a mother. Very, very grateful for my family. Love them down. Love being a mom. But that doesn't mean that every day is easy or perfect. It doesn't mean that I'm always jumping for joy at being the person called upon to meet everybody's need. You know what I mean? So that I've made some amazing friends online in my book community. Hey girl, hey to Darnayas and Eliza, Miss Tracy and Bonnie. Those are my girls, but they're not here. You know, I need them to move closer to Oklahoma. But yeah, it's one of them days, y'all. Like, it's one of them days where I'm like, I just want to be. I'm about to speak this all the lyrics while I want to be all alone. It's just one of them days. Moms are amazing. Women are amazing. And so many times we get the title that we didn't ask for of like superwoman, you know, and we do hold it down very well. And I could take a lot. I am, you know, a very strong person mentally and emotionally. Even if I cry, have a moment, like I can push through and I can make some stuff happen. So we just go. We're everything to everybody. And they're used to us being that. So when we have those moments where we crack, where we're breaking, where we're frustrated, it's like, what's wrong with mama? Or babe, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, I just need a minute to just be. To just be. I'm like, do you see this book open? What does that mean? Like, just give mommy a second. Like, so I'm hoping to step out into this world, get some sunshine, look at some books, hopefully find a cute coffee mug, and come back, you know, ready to receive my family a lot better. But we're gonna see. We're just gonna take a nice dilly-dally stroll through these aisles and try to breathe. Lord help me. Jesus help me.
This flesh of my flesh and bone of my bone, she shall be called woman. It was all woman when you saw me. Any real people in this room?
Soften up the mess, drop it in the water, let the daughter find her image with the rest. She'll be learning how to breathe, spinning through identity, reveal another pretty little scheme. Save her mind, hold her hand, and don't believe a lie, you understand me. Walk her down the valley, pack a piece of heaven for the bottoms of her feet. Teach her how to jump and how to stretch when she reach, like the angels do, and you gon' make it through now. Tell about the healer, greater is the one within and call him as the leader. Teach her how to hold a pretty hand up to the sky, and never wait upon the giver, he'll deliver like a dealer. To take her higher, higher, fly out the valley and the fire. Take her higher, higher, fly up out the valley and the fire. Train her feet for running, show her every door and how the windows let the sun in. Copy out the key and tell her this is for becoming. Even in the fever, baby, cry and get to running. And tell her that you better get your bootstraps up, you're with the army. Ready when the truth act up, nothing can harm me. Yelling from the roof, I touch, put up a guard.
Ooh, y'all, it's hot out here, and I've been outside for a hot second, from the store to the car. Oh, I felt like I was just standing out in the heat. Oh my goodness. So it just came out of Walmart. It's 97 degrees. I gotta see what that heat index feel like, because it's way hotter than that. But took a little stroll, a little dilly-dally through the aisles. Just got to just be. That was my first time checking out the book section at Walmart. It had what I expected it to have. Not much diversity, but it had a cool little section for what it was. You know what I mean? I know some of y'all don't mess with Colleen Hoover, but I want that copy of Verity. And for that Megan Quinn book, I don't know what it's about, but that book is so cute that I gotta get it. And I already know, I think Bookmark by Aaliyah has that, and she loves some Megan Quinn. I've never read anything by her, but that book is too cute. If nothing else, it's gonna be on display. So I didn't buy any books in Walmart because they was a little on the higher side, so I want to kind of price check and also look up reviews to see about those books as well as the ones at the Dollar Tree. I want to look them up first before I buy them to see if they're worth buying. So at Dollar Tree, I got me 2 word search puzzles because I love to do word search puzzles, especially if I'm doing an audiobook. And then I went with this mug. I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog, y'all. I thought I was gonna go home and get some more reading done, and I may, but I don't know if I'll be able to record anymore or tap back in with y'all. Thank y'all so much for hanging with me. Like I said, in the highs and lows, I'm not gonna always be up there on 10 energetically, but you know, we persevere, we push through. Thank y'all so much for hanging with me. I am enjoying the 4 winds. I predict that I'm going to continue to enjoy it, and I will discuss, I guess, with y'all in the reading wrap up my thoughts on that. But that's it, y'all. That's it. If you haven't already, don't forget to thumbs it up. Let me know what's your mood today. Drop me an emoji down in the comments of the best emoji to sum up what your mood, your mental state is today or this week so far. But all right, y'all, that's it. Thank you so much for hanging with me. Take care of yourself, be safe, make time for you to be you and do nothing else. And until next time, don't forget to show yourself some love today.
Blessed with another chance, blessed with another chance, blessed with another chance, I am